This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Condors. And it'll be the Condors headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack, coming off a splendid performance, more than 100 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Going with the ground game left. And they're able to make the tackle. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Reads it, fires complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Klopfenstein. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He'll try it again. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. He wants to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Condors offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Condors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's right. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running it to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got his man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Got it set up on the outside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Oh, he makes the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was what?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Doing it himself again. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's right. It's complete to the right.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Condors look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The discard, and he's running free. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Pulls it on the option, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. To the ground, he's got it again. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking downfield, it's right. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Robinson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Off play action. Makes a catch. Strong, firm tackle. So now it's 2nd and long. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And it'll be the Condors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On the option. Pulls it and runs it again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, it's right. Plucks it out of the air. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here's a heat. Lets it fly. Going for the touchdown, couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. On the read to the right, he'll try to get it himself. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. Powers forward. And he's in. Touchdown, Condors!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. This time he wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 24 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's West Virginia eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense would pick up the first down. The give from the gun. Might have a chance. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The kick is on its way. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The running back has it. Runs through the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick release on the RPO. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Could not make his way to the corner. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Condors will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fly sweep coming. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Floats it out in space. Nice move there. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Here's the handoff. There's some room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Can't get him to the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Finding open areas. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Trying play action. Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now 5 extra yards to cover after the false start. Still second and goal. Got it. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Goes to the option. Quarterback keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it'll be the Condors line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Red pass, it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense changing the play. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Running to the left. Picks up the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Grabbed behind the line, it's Perkins. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to pass, it's Wright. Zings it complete to the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. On target. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Condors have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? On the option, he'll toss it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
Fighting off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty. It's 2nd and 7. On the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perkins.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Pocket breaking down. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's right. It's complete on the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Makes it past the marker. Racing down the left side. Past the 10. All the way in for the touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's King. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And it'll be the Condors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.